we can't do everything. We can't solve the whole world's problems, and we can't solve every problem that we witness. But instead of allowing that to paralyze what we can do, I decided to focus on what I could do, not what I couldn't do. Our global community impact is called Clothes for Cure, and we've committed to 1 million multivitamins and 7,000 doses of albendazole. Art and Eden is really this journey that encourages consumers to buy sustainable clothing, so to buy better, and a percentage of all of the profits is given back to improve the lives of communities that are local and global, and really making a difference to the power of business.
Susan Korea's life changed when she visited India to work with the Hope Foundation School in Bangalore. The school provides a hot meal for local children, and the kids stick around to attend class and learn. The experience made her reevaluate her own business and how she could give back. Joining us now is Susan Korea. She's the CEO and founder of Art and Eden, a sustainable children's clothing line. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So how does your company create products that both satisfy the soul a little bit, but also, you know, there's a need too for kids who might want to buy clothes here?
We really took a very holistic viewpoint on how to build Art and Eden. It was addressing sustainability from a 360 degree, not just thinking about product, but thinking about product and planet, thinking about product and process, thinking about business as a force for good, meeting needs of global and local communities. So really taking a holistic view of what sustainability meant and really using business as a force for good right through every touch point of our process.
Okay, and so what does that mean? So if I love your clothes and they're adorable and I, you know, buy through your platform, how does that benefit somebody else besides whoever I'm gifting it to?
We have initiated a Clothes for Cure program, which basically provides sustenance for children across the globe in need. We have committed to 1 million multivitamins and 7,000 doses of albendazole to meet nutrition needs for children in Central America. That was our first program. It's called Clothes for Cure, and our campaign is Buy Better and Do Better.
So aside from the charitable aspect or the force for good element, let me ask you about the product design, because these are really cool looking designs. I'm looking and thinking, I want a shirt like that looks awesome. Yeah. So how much does actual product development play a role in the aesthetics to roll out what you actually are presenting?
I think in any business, it's really important to recognize that the business comes first. It's venture social. If the product is not right for the market, we can't do any good with the business. So as we started to think about process, we really took the time to study out the market, to see what was missing in the market. We noticed that a lot of children's clothing was all about price, and the details were being stripped off. The prints were uninspiring. So we really took the time to put the details back. The work is a collaboration of artists from around the world. We have artists from Brooklyn to Belgium doing the art for us, which I convert into screens and make prints. So it's a wholly inspired, very deeply considered, thoughtfully made line. So it really stands out in the market.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So what makes this sustainable on the product development cycle, as JD had said, to actually create these items, and then the actual process of closing that loop later on, you know, when you're actually going out and giving this to kids?
So we start with fabric. All of our fabrics are sustainably made. Our cotton is organic cotton. If we do use polyester for highlights, it's recycled or upcycled. Our packaging is in biodegradable bags. Our boxes are recycled paper. So the entire value chain, start to finish, is sustainable. So we start with that, and then from a percentage of the profits we give back to local and global communities.
And how hard is it to find materials now to make these clothing items actually sustainable? Because I would love to buy more things that were made in this kind of fashion.
It is not easy. It is not an easy path. I have been in the business of fashion for over 2 decades, and it took me 2 years to build out this business. It has a lot of steps to it. It's not just the fabric, but it is low toxicity in the dyeing process. It's low toxicity in the printing process. I took a journey into the mills, into the factories to really nail down how we could complete the whole loop on sustainability, not just have sustainable fabrics that you're not treating sustainably, but really taking it through the whole loop and value chain. How do you make the fabric right? How do you dye it right? How do you print it right? So it's a lot of work, but it's really worth it.
Do you see the need for systemic changes to encourage other businesses to also go the route of sustainability? Because without a doubt, keeping in mind their profits is largely probably one of the reasons that they avoid it. What needs to change in the overall model to encourage more people to follow the route that you have?
I think it is a business imperative to embrace sustainability, to care. I have lived my entire journey with profit as the only purpose of business, and I am so grateful that I have this opportunity through Art in Eden to really address systemic change and to really truly understand that changing the world starts with changing me, and a better world starts with a better me. And how do I embrace the fact that the sole profit of business is not just profit, and profit can have a greater purpose, and profit can have a shared value, and we can have a stakeholder model of business where the interests of the entire value chain is important and addressed and taken care of. So I think it is a business imperative, not a choice anymore.
All right, we'll leave it there. Susan, it's great to have you here on the show.
My pleasure completely. Thank you for having me. Art in Eden is born from a dream to build a business that could be the best it could be for the world, while we strive to be the best in the world. We take it one product, one step, one community at a time. We slow down the fast fashion momentum to allow ourselves the time to build thoughtful, intentional processes so that our business could be better for the planet. We realized that our choices make and have an impact on the ecological and social ecosystem. Our products are deeply considered and thoughtfully made. We launched Art in Eden on January 25th, 2017. Out the gate, we anchored the brand with Nordstroms. In about 6 months, we had 300 stores that had onboarded our journey. We have a global license for home and towels. We have pathways to build the brand in Canada, in Mexico, in China, and India. Our Clothes for Cure program has already been planted in El Salvador, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Honduras, and also in Tijuana. As of this last weekend, Art in Eden was announced as the best new brand of 2017. Art in Eden is part life dream, part experiment, part social movement. I know we don't have all the answers. We don't even have all the questions. But what we do know is that we have not inherited this earth from our ancestors. We are borrowing it from tomorrow's children. Our choices matter. We've got to leave them a world they can thrive in.